$30 billion. That's the net worth for the Sultan of Brunei, with him making roughly $103 per second. Crazy! This makes him undoubtedly one of the wealthiest leaders in the world. He's practically transformed Brunei's vast reserves of liquid gold into actual gold. That's why on today's episode of Deep Luxury, we'll be giving you an inside look at the extraordinary lifestyle of the Sultan of Brunei. Let's dive deep. It should come as no surprise to anyone that Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah of Brunei has a passion for cars. Someone with his level of wealth can afford any car he or she desires, with a total value of over $5 billion. The Sultan's collection of about 7,000 automobiles is utterly impressive. It reportedly includes around 600 Rolls-Royces, 450 Ferraris, and 380 Bentleys. The Sultan has 2 Ferrari Maito concept cars, which were never mass-produced, in addition to the classic gray Lamborghini Urraco, which is not the most expensive car in his collection. But can you really put a price tag on such an antique? Is the $3 million Bentley Java, one of only 18 ever made. But of course, the Sultan has it, and somehow it gets even more extravagant than this. One of just 10 ever made. His Ferrari 456 GT Venice is estimated to be worth $500,000 alone. And his Rolls-Royce Phantom 2, which he paid $14 million for. It was given the nickname the Star of India, being one of the most expensive cars sold at various auctions. And to really drive home the Sultan's love for cars, the Bolkiah family purchased nearly half of all Rolls-Royces produced back in the 1990s. He also has an iconic gold-plated Rolls-Royce with an open top and an umbrella holder. You may have a garage full of exquisite vehicles, but is there anything more noble than waving to your people from the back of a golden Rolls-Royce? The Sultan's love for cars has poured over into his private jets as well. However, his private aircraft collection pales in comparison to his car collection. The Sultan's private jet fleet consists of 3 planes, a Boeing 767-200, an Airbus A340-200, and his headliner, a Boeing 747-400, decked out in gold. He even gave his daughter an Airbus 340 for her birthday. Yeah, can you say Father of the Year? With his ginormous wealth, Sultan Bolkiah transformed his Boeing 747-400 into a luxurious residence. He shelled out at least $100 million for his Boeing 747 and another $120 million to outfit the cabin with every amenity you can think of, including a golden sink. The master bedroom, for example, follows a fairly obvious color scheme: opulent gold. The bedroom and its luxurious bathroom are decorated with gold and Lalique crystal. When not entertaining guests aboard his airborne palace, Sultan Bolkiah relaxes in his actual golden palace, Istana Nur Aman, the largest living house of a head of state in the world, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. This royal residence is significantly larger than Buckingham Palace, and it's conceivably even more lavish. Several kilometers south of Brunei City, the palace may be found on the banks of the Brunei River. Inside are golden domes and minarets. Brunei's riverbanks are frequented by visitors from the neighboring Persia-run Damien Park to witness the city's distinctive curving rooftops and massive golden dome of the Palace Mosque. Istana Nur Aman, which translates to Palace of the Light of Faith, was reportedly built at more than $1.5 billion in just 2 years. Leandro V. Loskin, who also worked on the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, designed the palace's exterior, while Kuan Chu, who worked on both projects, designed the interior. If you're wondering where all $1.5 billion went, the palace's interior is crafted from the finest Italian marble, granite from Shanghai, English glass, and the finest Chinese silk money can buy. The palace's interior was decorated with 38 different varieties of marble, and 44 of the palace's staircases are also built of marble, reflecting the palace's focus on gold and marble. The palace is quite large, having a total of 1,788 rooms spread across the palace's 2.1 million square feet. These rooms include 257 beds, 250 baths, a mosque that can seat 1,500 people, a vast dining hall that can host 5,000 guests, and a 110-car garage. Does it get any more regal than having a mansion filled with 5 swimming pools, an air-conditioned stable for your 200 polo ponies, a helipad, and 18 elevators? the Sultan also enjoys these smaller things in life, such as the commissioning of his own private zoo, which gives off a touch of elegance to his daily routine. A $10 million attraction with 30 Bengal tigers, some highly talented cockatoos, flamingos, and other birds of prey. The animals can even play basketball, ride bicycles, and imitate other species. At least that's what one of the Sultan's zookeepers claim. Obviously, the zoo is a favorite of the Sultan's for hosting foreign dignitaries. Adding to his list of wealth, the Sultan also owns the Empire Hotel, which is a 5-star resort consisting of gorgeous private beaches, lagoons, 5 pools, 6 restaurants, and a golf course designed by one of the world's most accomplished golfers, Jack Nicklaus. All of that, plus the many other things you can do and experience, can quickly add up at this hotel for $250 a single night. And when we say that the Sultan enjoys dumping outrageous sums of money on things that ordinary people can only fantasize about, we mean it. No, not the time he shelled out $70 million for an oil painting by Pierre-Auguste Renoir, titled Young Girls at the Piano, though that did happen. No. We're referring to the $20,000 he reportedly spent on having his hair cut every 3 to 4 weeks by his barber, who's flown in from London in first class. Of course, more money is spent on his barber without a care in the world. His $12,000 plane ticket, the 5,000 square foot hotel he stays in, the delicious gourmet meals he consumes, and the fat envelope of cash he receives as payment. Being the Sultan's barber sure does have his perks, am I right? Meanwhile, whether he's going on a shopping spree or traveling across the country, the Sultan is always accompanied by a large group of people, including his personal bodyguards. When he visits, he reportedly spends as much as $1 million on accommodations alone, often renting out an entire floor. And that's not even the Sultan going full-on stunt mode, because nobody throws a party quite like him, who reportedly spent almost $40 million celebrating his 50th birthday. He celebrated his birthday for 2 weeks, a big party, complete with a concert by late music icon Michael Jackson. There were 3,000 people invited, and in addition to being stuffed with the best champagne and caviar, each attendee also received a gold medal as a party favor. It was a pretty wild celebration to say the least. According to Forbes, he lost only 0.01% of that year's total net worth due to the party. Didn't put anything close to a dent in his wallet. The Sultan of Brunei is one of the most fascinating monarchs in the world, and he has led an exciting life, as you can obviously see. After his initial marriage to his first cousin, Sahela binti Muhammad Alam, in 1967, Sultan Bolkiah went on to wed 3 more times. He also married and divorced Ayesha Mariam, a former flight attendant for Royal Brunei Airlines, and then he tied the knot with Azriaz Mazahar, a well-known newscaster on television. They eventually split up as well, although by this point the Sultan had 3 wives and 5 boys, in addition to 7 daughters. We should definitely point out that his eldest son, Crown Prince Aji Al-Matai Bilan bin Hazal Bolkiah, is well on his way to becoming considerably wealthier than his father was, and may even regain the title of most prosperous head of state in the world. The Crown Prince became Brunei's ruler in 1998, being born into that position at 1974, courtesy of the Sultan, in preparation for his eventual ascension to the throne as the 30th Sultan of Brunei. He's currently serving in several government positions. Unfortunately, the Bolkiah family has had financial difficulties in the past, and Prince Geoffrey, the Sultan's brother, is mostly to blame for it. It has been estimated that Prince Geoffrey blew through $747,000 a day, every day, for a decade. The Playboy Prince is rumored to have spent more money than any other individual in history. Prince Geoffrey was accused of misappropriating $14.8 billion from the state, putting him in the same spending league as his brother, the Sultan. To pay off his obligations, he was forced to sell off his collection of pricey artworks, cars, and other lavish pleasures. The Sultan then stepped in and took custody of the rest of his valuables. So what do you think? Is the Sultan's lifestyle that amazing? Or are we simply hyping it up more than what it actually is? Do you know of any other royal leaders in mind that can compete with his level of wealth? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like, subscribe, and bell button so you don't miss out on our weekly episodes of the Mega Rich and Powerful. See you in the next one.